Namaste, angels. This is going to be our new moon in Aquarius reading. I'm guided to do this reading with my numerology deck, as well as the fortune teller cards for the advice, and my Egyptian Sibylla cards for more advice. Um, First, very quickly, I just want to tell you what else is going to be happening during this period in terms of celestial events. At the same time, that was me turning on my computer. After this, I'll turn it off and I will direct myself to the cards. But of course, earlier today, February 11th at 2:06 p.m., the new moon in Aquarius occurred at 23 degrees Aquarius. On the 17th of February at 2:07 p.m., Saturn will be square Uranus, 7 degrees Aquarius and 7 degrees Taurus. A lot of Taurus energy has been popping up. And it makes sense, okay? Because we're in Aquarius, but Aquarius's ruler Uranus is has been located in Taurus for a long time, and will continue to be located there for a long time, like another 6 years. February 18th at 5:44 a.m., the Sun enters Pisces, 0 degrees Pisces. February 19th is the first official day of Pisces season. It's my sister's birthday. 1:47 p.m., the first quarter moon occurs at 1 degree Gemini. And then on February 20th at 7:52 p.m., Mercury goes direct, also in Aquarius, 11 degrees Aquarius. Hallelujah. February 21st, 12:21 a.m. So it's February 21 at 12:21. So 211221. Ceres, the mother, the feminine energy, the goddess of fertility and marriage. This is marriage material, marriage material. The marrying type or kind when is what we're supposed to think of when we think of Ceres, okay? She's also known as Demeter and Amaterasu, right? That's who the equivalent of Ceres is. It's another asteroid similar to Chiron, the wounded healer, which is located in Aries. Why did I pick Chiron? Because Ceres is also entering Aries. So she will be there with him. She's entering at 0 degrees Aries. Again, February 21 at 12:21 a.m. And then on February 25th at 8:11 a.m., Venus, which is also currently located in Aquarius along with Mercury, also enters Pisces. So it's going to join the sun, 0 degrees Pisces. And lastly, February 26th at 5:57 p.m., Jupiter, ruler of the sign of Sagittarius, will be trying the true node, which again is Gemini, Sagittarius's mirror sign. Jupiter will be 16 degrees Aquarius. The true node will be 16 degrees Gemini. And then the February 27th is at 3:17 a.m. is the full moon in Virgo, 8 degrees Virgo. All right, so I'm closing my laptop. Did you hear it close? That was it. Putting it down. There it is. And so this moon is going to be about new love, true love, and toxic relationships falling away. That is the focus of this moon. It is a love-related moon. Maybe because, again, Venus is currently located in Aquarius. So Venus, the goddess of love, the planet of love and abundance, so money as well, entering Aquarius. Actually, that Ceres energy will be largely about money and abundance, and like getting our bills and things in order, like things starting to fall into place. So all of that within this 2 week period, and maybe of course sometime thereafter. I focus on 2 weeks because after 2 weeks we have the next major event. We have the full moon again on the 27th. So like I said, these are going to be advice, and when I use them, we'll be starting with the 10 of Hearts, which hearts translate in the tarot to water. And if I was reading this way, this would be like a 10 of Cups. But really in this deck, the 10 of Hearts is about transitioning into new energy, learning to adapt, not letting things like money woes and whatever cause you to be, rigid and constrained. And it's about not forgetting that you have the ability to manifest, basically. Right? So it's very Aquarius. Even though, again, like I said, hearts would be the equivalent of cups, technically. What's the next card? The next card is one about transition, right? This is Anubis taking a soul, like, to the underworld. So it's about, it's like a death kind of card, and it's about transition and transformation. So transition and transformation into what you have to be now, like you're adapting to the new energy. That's what the Ten of Cups means. Ten of Hearts. With my fortune teller deck, we're beginning with Owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. So this is also talking about transition and transformation. And I very much agree with the messages. Also, there may be some things that we have to weather. Thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new positive future. So like I said, meeting challenges and being able to adapt to whatever's going on, conquer it, master it, and move on to the next thing is what this energy is about. So similarly, it's saying, yes, there's going to be challenges. We're going to be able to meet them. Pay attention to the information that you're being given and your instincts and the intuition, signs, synchronicities, and that's going to help you through. Flowers could be very literal, especially when, again, Valentine's Day falls within this period also. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. I mean, it can be just about that. This can also be something about maybe honoring yourself and or others. Like they talk about giving people their flowers while they're alive, as opposed to, how many put flowers on a tombstone, on a grave site. This is as a way of honoring someone. They don't know you're honoring them. They're not here anymore. They've left that vessel. So we give people flowers, we honor them, we recognize them, we appreciate them when they're here. That's another meaning of this card for me. Snake is also about intuition, similar to Owl. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path, but be careful. You have to watch where you're going along the path. And that's the last one. So we're going to check these out, and we're going to check these out after we check these out. And you don't know how many decks I had out, and then I kept being told, like, no, not this one. I was like, this one, this one. They're all over my floor and table right now. So this is, again, my numerology deck. We'll begin with Surrender, followed by Teaching and Learning. So already these two are saying, if you let go, surrender. This is very Aquarius, especially with the purple here in the middle. Amethyst is one of the birthstones of the sign of Aquarius. So amethyst tends to be purple, although I've been made aware that there are other colors of it as well. So this is very, again, just freedom, Aquarius energy. Let go, surrender, let the universe guide you. All right. And when you do that, we got more purple here. We also got this green in the middle. This could be the Taurus, so this could be very representative of Uranus, Aquarius's ruler, in Taurus. And so we have the Taurus energy showing up, teaching and learning. It's like the Hierophant coming into clarity and stuff, but it's in the midst of the purple, of the freeing energy. So learning from our experiences, learning from listening to listen to our intuition, to listen to our instincts and what information we're able to gather, developing that skill of being able to pay attention to, goosebumps, sinking feeling in your stomach, butterflies in your stomach, your heart beating quickly. What do those things mean? So a new understanding. And then, similar to the other cards we saw, when we pay attention, that leads us through a transition and then to new beginnings. And look at that, the next card is upside down. All right, so that was perfect. Right here, opening to spiritual career. Some of us could have a change in job, right? Not a lot of industries just going away, have gone away already in some cases, and new jobs, a lot of them in the environment, And in green and clean energy industries coming online. Individuality, more very much Aquarius energy, or an air sign in general too. Just down to do your own thing, not worried about what other people think, have to say about it. We really don't care that much, to be honest, if at all. 96, forgiveness. That could be actual transaction between two people. I forgive you. I accept your apology. Or it can be, sometimes I say we have to forgive the people, learn to accept the apologies that we're never going to get. So that's about forgiving people that, you're not going to track them down for an apology, and, that they're not willing to bring one to you. But you still got to move on. You can't let yourself become stagnant behind something like that. More instruction to pay attention to our intuition. I'll shuffle one more time. And spiritual partnership, 27. Very nice. And our new overall energy is patience. Divine, being a couple. Recent past. Oh, the cards are purple too. I'm just realizing that. Near future. Maybe that's why I was told to grab these. Masculine's higher self. Blocks the individual or shared progress. What the feminine can do to help herself with regard to the blocks. What the masculine can do to help himself with regard to the blocks. What the universe would have each archetype or both archetypes, masculine and feminine, do to help themselves. And this one, the universe also wants to help us with, if we will, allow it in the outcome. I'll put the overall energy here. Again, it is patience. Divine being or couple. Rebirth. So right out the gate, we're starting with this new energy. This is what the moon is bringing us, the energy of rebirth. After death, after transformation, after transition, rebirth. Recent past. Follow your dreams. This could be literal too. A lot of us, I'd sort of forewarned that, many of you would be having dreams. Many of us would be having very interesting, in many cases, lucid dreams. And I've gotten feedback from a bunch of you that yes, even one of my favorite has that she would so often forget like what the dream was about. She's remembering pretty vividly lately what she dreamed about, and involving crystals and all kinds of things. So I love it. Yes, follow those dreams. It's similar to paying attention to the guidance or your intuition or whatever. You receive a message in your sleep or in the daydream state. Write it down so you don't forget it if you're prone to forgetting, which it's no fault of yours if you're prone to forgetting. A lot of us are. That's just the way dreams work, unfortunately. Near future. Spirituality. So again, an increase in vibration and in clarity and understanding, teaching and learning. Masculine's higher self. Adventure. So ready to start off on a new path. Right, the fives indicate a change. So it's a change in adventure. It's a change in path. That could be as a result of following his dreams, or an increase or change in his spirituality, or methodology in that regard, right? Modality of spirituality. He has a new practice or something. Blocks the individual or shared progress. So this could be for a couple or one person. And it is nature. And it's more of this earth, again, potentially Taurus, and purple. Aquarius. And I think it's like not talking about nature in terms of like outside trees and stuff like that, but like challenged by your own nature. Like we're trying to go against our nature in many cases and not be who we're meant to be, not fulfill our purpose, not follow the path, maybe because of fear, maybe because of some other constraint that we're giving power to something and then allowing it to the fact that or allowing this idea that it's a constraint to become a reality to hold us back by going against our own nature and not how do I want to say this, like not allowing your true nature to come out, because that would be one of a manifester, a powerful being. If you would stop trying to fight that and allow it to be revealed, you could, change your reality, basically. But what the feminine can do to help herself with regard to that situation. What did I say? It's about blocking manifestation. So it's saying what she can do is basically be who she's meant to be, and which is a powerful being and a master manifester. Basically, this is how we're meant to navigate life, is through these positive affirmations and beliefs and making them become our reality. I did a daily today, and I always go over the history, just like I did when I first started. So those of you who have always been with my channel, I used to do a public reading every day until I had those people really they were just constantly stealing everything from my channel, either downloading the entire videos and things themselves, just all kinds of foolishness. And I stopped, and I started only sharing it with certain people. But in any case, I did one earlier, and it was Descartes. It was his birthday or the anniversary of his death. I don't remember which. But anyway, he is attributed with having, coined the phrase, "I think, therefore I am." And that is basically what this is about. Our thoughts become our reality. So you can think that you're constrained and be here, right? Against your own nature. Or you can think that you're free, right? You're reborn and manifest, everything that you desire into your life. What the masculine can do to help himself. Communication. And this can be many things. This can be communication with other parties. This can be communication with spirit, with yourself, with your higher self, and for you also going toward manifestation, right? Communicating with the universe, speaking and thinking words, intentions, focus, some sort of focused thought, idea that you want to manifest, thinking and speaking those things over yourself. Or it could be very 3D too, in meaning, and about you communicating to other people. Maybe this is who I am. This is my nature. This is who I am. And allowing yourself to be who you are and to be yourself. I know you wanted me to be this, but I'm this. You can communicate that. What the universe wants to help us with, love partnership. The same thing came out in the love reading for this week. If you did not see the love reading, and I'm surprised more people watch the general. I don't think it has anything to do with the people, though. I think it has to do with YouTube and how screwed up it is for my channel. But more people watch the general this week than the love reading, and that's odd. You know, I appreciate people watching the general. I always said, oh no, I wish you guys would watch the general, and everybody would, like run to the love reading. And this wasn't the case this week, so it stood out to me, and I noticed. But in the love reading, I used completely different cards, but in that position of what the universe wanted to help us with, it was Sacred Union. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It is up there, and it is in a playlist also, like marked, and so it should be easily accessible. It should be right on the front page of my channel in one place. And if for some reason you don't see it there, I have playlists. I have one called the current videos, and it's in there also, this week's love reading. And the outcome: compassion. And also 99 is some sort of completion, of like a karmic lesson. So it's the ending, of this cycle that got us to this place of compassion, which I think is also coming through, at least for me, as like an unconditional love. And look, the entire card is purple. So this is very Aquarius. And that's our first spread. I was trying to figure out where the patience fit in, because I don't know, this all had so much movement to me. It didn't really feel like it was slowed down, like there's a need for patience. The way the energy came through to me. So I'm just looking at it now like, well, patience, that's kind of odd as an overall energy. But that's what it is, and the spread is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to accept it. And I'm going to do another one. I'm going to use the same cards. I'm going to use these. And we're doing one from the perspective of the masculine now. Whereas that one was more so just drawing on universal energy. And asking Spirit, again, how we can help ourselves and what it would like to do for us. So now this will be the masculine and the masculine's higher self, specifically. Happy ending, very nice. And more purple. I'm going to keep pointing it out, and the next card is upside down. So this is the only one we're meant to pay attention to. Happy ending. Divine feminine. The masculine as it relates to the feminine, as it relates to himself. And union or connection as a whole between he and the divine feminine. This is even for, those who've never met. We still have these energetic connections. Overall, what energy the masculine would have the feminine give to the union or connection, if it were up to him. Like if he could say, give this sort of energy to it. Do this. Take this action. What would it be? That's it. What he himself is willing to give to it over this period. What the universe would have each or both to give to it and wants to help us with, and the outcome. Again, I'll put the overall energy here. It is happy ending. Divine feminine. Change. So a new path for us, or a new way of thinking or doing things, new ideology, new attitude. I also got masculine as it relates to the feminine, financial discipline. He could be trying to. This feels very traditional, and maybe it's the earth energy that I'm getting from it too, in the middle with the green, and this very pink. It's very feminine color. I'm getting like a provider, like maybe he is saving. The masculine isn't necessarily a male, but I'm getting in that dynamic, masculine and feminine. This one wanting to, in a very literal sense, an earthly sense, as in green and earth and Taurus, as well as that energy of Virgo and Capricorn, wanting to provide, which is nice. Masculine as it relates to himself, so his higher self, his own feelings about himself right now. Time out. Needing a break from something, needing a pause, a reset in some way. Maybe taking time out really to be by himself or do something that he alone, all this purple too. Again, it's very Aquarius. The Aquarians are very, they don't mind being like the one man on the island, this sort of soul person doing my own thing. Like that, was it Sesame Street or Electric Company? One of them had this song. One of these, Sesame Street. One of these kids is doing their own thing, and that's always the feel I get from the energy of Aquarius. The yellow could be attached to solar plexus. And that, again, is where many people believe the soul is located. In the stomach or the gut or the solar plexus, right? That's like the abdomen down to just above the pubic area where the sacral chakra begins. And they say, and it makes sense, that the reason we get gut feelings or sinking feelings, or again, like things like butterflies in our stomach, messages in our stomach, is because that's where our soul is. Also, scientifically, like 75% of the human immune system is in the stomach. So that kind of makes sense for that reason too. Anyway, the masculine as it relates to the union or connection as a whole. And we have healing, and we have the two sixes. Sixes represent love, equity, equality, balance. So the masculine's higher self focused on healing the connection or union, which is awesome. Overall, new beginnings again. So again, a fresh start. That could be a reason to hit the reset button too. These are both ones, by the way, as well, right? 3 plus 7 is 10, is 1, with the 0 for the God force, and new beginnings is also card number 1. What energy the masculine would have the feminine give to the union connection if it were up to him is music. He wants you to listen. You're going to be here. And I started to tell you all this at the beginning of the reading. I got to text my best friend. All right, she lives in Atlanta. My best friend from high school. And yesterday, I heard, like, you know how there's songs that are associated with people? I don't know if everybody experiences this or not. I know I've shared with you all before that whenever I hear Umbrella, my ex calls me. It used to be like right on like immediate. And we're in two different states too, and two different coasts actually. I live on the East Coast, he lives on the West Coast. But I would hear the song and then my phone would go off, like that quick. And right now, or the past, several times, it has not been that fast, but it's been within the day or so, and very random. I may not have spoken to him in 6 months, but that song will come, and the song is 14 years old. It'll come on, and then I'll hear from him. So I've just gotten very used to it, and he knows also about it. So when I do hear from him, I'm like, yeah, I was waiting for you to call. I was waiting for you to call. I just heard the song. He's like, yeah, we're still connected. Anyway, But there's a lot of people in my life that have songs that are associated with them. And I know my best friend, there's a song that is associated with her divine masculine, who she tried to release herself from. And I told her I didn't think it had happened. I heard I heard my songs, I heard hers, I heard like other friends of ours, everybody's songs yesterday on the radio, and I was just like, what is this? What is happening? Of course, that made me feel like it was something having to do with the entire collective. Like, this is all these messages. Everybody's getting a message right now through music, or something else having to do auditory, that's going to come in through like a clear audience. So whether you hear something like on the radio, um, like you legitimately hear it in the 3D, or you hear something like in your head and you're not sure if it was really spoken aloud by someone, like what was that? It can be something like that too. Sounds also, paying attention. What energy the masculine himself, or what he's working on. Wow, this is huge. To let go of pride. To let go of pride. And if you combine this with his guidance from the last spread, the communication, this could be, okay, I'm going to drop my pride and I'm going to reach out and, make contact. Or I'm going to be the first to say I'm sorry, or I forgive you, or whatever it is. Wow, that's big. What the universe would have us each or both do to help ourselves and wants to help us with is the forgiveness. You see, and that was the first thing that came to me, like that I'm sorry. That's what I heard when I picked up the pride card. There's enough forgiveness and apologies to go around. Apparently, the universe is like, no, you too, feminine too, forgiveness. Wow, and the outcome. Individuality. This is fulfilling the block. This is your being your nature and serving your purpose as an individual. Wow. And it's a 2, and orange, like the patience card from the last spread. Our overall energy from the last spread was 2, it was an orange card, and it was patience. Now this is 11, which is also 2, also orange, and it's individuality. So there should be some sacral chakra stuff coming up as well, for healing, maybe during this period. And there could be some actual sexual and or sensual, maybe not necessarily, some other sort of intimacy that's maybe not involving intercourse that could be happening. Also, though, like I said, this is about dropping off people that don't much matter, that are toxic, and really finding that true connection, true love, true mate. For the advice, I'll shuffle these first. So I'm going to begin with the 10 of Hearts. There she is again. There's the Lover, the Jack. like a Three of Pentacles. So abundance, worthiness, deservingness, a relationship that takes time to build, maybe. Maybe that's what the patience is about, but it will be worth it. It will be genuine, it will be real. There will be reciprocity. Ace of Hearts. That's our overall energy. And the next card. Next card was the Eight of Clubs. It's in reverse. Clubs represent fire. Hearts represent cups. Spades represent swords. And diamonds represent pentacles. The Ace of Hearts is about what it looks to be about. Family, friends, love. Coming into clarity about things, new information, new beginnings. Very positive. Changes, transformation, but again, very positive. The Marriage card has come up twice already. This is like an Ace of Pentacles type of card. Marriage, flowers. Some people could be getting engaged or married. I saw that in the love reading for the week as well. We have it coming up repeatedly here. New beginnings. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those who are ready to let go of the past. So there you go. It's another message of the same messages over and over again, different decks. You know, and that's why I like to use multiple decks so that you can see that it's the same message and the one that you were meant to receive. Also, angel is up right here. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. So this is the signs and synchronicities that you're going to receive. It's going to be coming from them. The next card is Lovers. It is upside down, but there are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. So again, follow your nature is what this is saying. Be true to yourself, right? Your true nature. Do what you really want to do. So one card for the masculine, one card from the feminine. Putting them down first because I will read these from the book to give you the full meaning. Then there's a fortune card for each. So for the masculine, his fortune card is Eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. That information is going to come into you. This is air energy, so this is very Aquarius as well. And if the sun here, the sun is currently in Aquarius. Stars also represent the sign of Aquarius. Feminine, Moon. This is perfect too. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. So again, this is our moon reading. We have all these stars here as well. And they're very, the stars, a symbol in the tarot of the sign of Aquarius. Masculine, for your Sibylla card, you have the Three of Hearts. And feminine, our card is the Two of Hearts. And the Two of Hearts, if I remember correctly, the full meaning is very much about being without fear in choosing to what you really want. So again, it's like, again, being in your true nature. But I will get the book to read them both. Three of Hearts, landscape, an unknown woman on the Nile. Look to the future with confidence and high expectations. Events that will unfold are not fixed or rigid. We can influence them. This is what I was talking about, the manifestation. We can change and we can create our own reality with our thoughts and our words. So again, this is another message being reinforced by a different deck. Limiting your expectations and impulsiveness. So again, not following your nature, not following your gut feelings, your intuition, your instincts, will ensure a welcome visit of friends, relatives, or someone who sincerely loves you. Oh, limiting your expectations and limiting your impulsiveness. Yes, those things. Okay, will ensure a welcome visit of friends, relatives, or someone who sincerely loves you. Who lacks wisdom often waits unnecessarily or sees and will see their enemies on the horizon. So this is like some sort of philosophical statement. But who lacks wisdom is what? The person that didn't receive the messages, right? The person without clarity, the person that's not listening, following their instincts or their intuition, right? Not following the guidance. That's who lacks wisdom. And that will cause you to unnecessarily, see your enemies on the horizon, to manifest negativity, basically. So the advice specifically that comes with this card, it says, look inside and out of yourself and observe both sceneries and choose which road to take and to travel with confidence. Sometimes it's helpful to be accompanied by someone, but choose your travel companion carefully too. And the Two of Hearts. Two of Hearts, home, the palace of the great priest of Hathor. The house we dwell in is our body. Didn't I say that earlier? Maybe in a different reading. I don't know if I said it in this reading about the body being the temple. I think it was in one of the readings I did over the weekend. Anyway, the house we dwell in is our body, which we must respect and take care of, as we should our thoughts and the places where we live. Our house must be shelter for ourselves and those who are dear to us. It should guarantee rest and regeneration, as well as harmony with loved ones. Places that are in discord with our soul can become prisons or disease-carrying habits. So the advice they have for this: feel places with good energy and adopt them into your home. Sacred places are those where you are happy and where those who you love live. It is useful to train yourself to recognize those places and to visit them, to make them even dearer to our hearts. So again, this is about choosing to be love and to be around love and to let go of toxic people and people, places, and things. Hope you guys have enjoyed this moon reading. I'll see you again soon. Still working on getting some stuff up, some of the longer readings. But they'll be up. Everything will be up. I keep fighting. I keep going. And we also have new weeklies, love and general, this weekend. So it's very, very soon. Namaste.